What's up, guys? It is I, once again, Yusuf Al Sened, and today, guys, I want to talk about and review Marc Forster's 2013 action-adventure slash post-apocalyptic zombie film, World War Z. And World War Z is based on the book of the same name, which is very different from the movie because World War Z, the book, from what I understand, was a story that is about a 10-year war and how it documents the experience of every man, woman and child and their experience in the war and how it damages their psyche and how it really has destroyed them, the war itself. Only the war is fought not between man but against the undead. The undead who are actually referred to in this movie as zombies. And Marc Forster's vision on World War Z, while not perfect, is quite an underrated film. I enjoyed it a lot more than I had the first time I watched it, which was I think 5 years ago or 4 years ago, and I really wanted to share this movie with you guys. The main story of Marc Forster's World War Z centers on a family, the Lane family, whose patriarch is Brad Pitt, the always gorgeous and awesome Brad Pitt, whose character is Gerry Lane, and the matriarch being Karen Lane, who's played by Mireille Inous, who I think was in the AMC TV show The Killing, which I haven't seen, but I really love Mireille. I can't wait to see more of her. And they have two adorable daughters, and they are a happy family, only when the viral outbreak happens, the zombies have spread all across the United States of America, and the Lane family try to escape, scavenging what resource they can from a convenience store. They soon meet with a Hispanic couple whose youngest son escapes with the Lane family after his parents are killed, and they are rescued by a squad of soldiers who are sent by Jerry's good friend Theory. And Theory is a man who is one of the heads of the UN, the United Nations, and they are taken on board this ship where a lot of people are being given shelter, food and comfort, and they have to earn their keep, and that includes Gerry. And Gerry Lane is asked by a general along with Theory, his good friend, to go on a mission. Jerry's asked to go over to a camp known as Humphrey in South Korea because they received a memo which described these zombies as well zombies, and it's a name which has been given to them from the Indians themselves, which has been transferred to Jerusalem, Israel, before it eventually reached the camp in South Korea. And the term zombies hasn't been used before. It hasn't been used once from my knowledge as a movie buff. I haven't found any zombie flick that actually used that term, but to see it in Marc Forster's World War Z is quite intriguing. Gerry Lane reluctantly has to do this mission because if he doesn't, he and his family are going to be kicked off, and like I said, they have to earn their keep. And Gerry is doing this not just for his family, but for the human race. He sets off on his mission with a British scientist and several men, and this British scientist is said to be the key to saving mankind. He's a graduate from Harvard who actually kills himself. I'm sorry guys, that's a small spoiler, but this guy actually kills himself in the dumbest way possible, and it's quite hilarious to be honest. After losing the only hope to mankind, Gerry's mission takes him across several parts of the world, including South Korea, Jerusalem, Israel, and Wales. When he arrives over in Wales along with a Israeli female soldier whose name is simply Sigyn. I believe it's her name because she's part of the special forces in Israel, and she's really awesome. I love her and I love their chemistry together. It's quite fun to see Gerry interact with Sigyn. I like their chemistry and their dynamic. And when they arrive over in Wales, they head for this research facility which they believe has the cure to the viral outbreak that occurred in the world. It's quite interesting how Gerry embarks on this mission to investigate the origin behind the zombie infection, and he's unable to figure out how it all started, and it leads him over to Wales to find the cure. You could say that's a twist of fate right there, or rather a turn of events, and it's quite a long journey for both he and Sigyn. Marc Forster's World War Z is not perfect. I don't know how possible they can make the story as faithful to the book, but I really found this movie to be quite fun, and I still found it to be very intriguing, and I really found it to be also quite underrated. It's kind of funny because watching World War Z, I couldn't help but think of Naughty Dog's The Last of Us, which if you don't know is a action-adventure slash survival horror game from 2003, released at the same time as World War Z, no coincidence. And that story is about a man who goes on a journey with with a little girl to transport her over to this group known as the Fireflies. I found a few similarities between The Last of Us and World War Z, especially in how the zombies are and how they react, because the way the zombies are in World War Z with their body movement like this and how they react, like their movement, their gestures, the sound they make, the clicking, all that, it's so similar to the zombies or the infected in The Last of Us, especially the clickers and how they react to you by sound. And these zombies in World War Z, there are different kinds of zombies. There are zombies who are very premature, and there are zombies who have been infected for a long period of time. And this infection has lasted for months by the end, because in World War Z, the book, it lasted for over 10 years, and that's an actual war. The ending, while flawed, is quite different from a lot of these post-apocalyptic zombie movies, because in the end, it's not so much about finding a cure, but finding a way to counteract these zombies, to camouflage yourself against their scent from what they hear, see, and taste, in order for you to take them down without any trouble. It's very different and quite refreshing to see, and I like the fact that they don't flat out tell you how the zombie infection started or how the virus has spread all across the world. Those aspects to Marc Forster's World War Z are the reason why I love this movie so much and why I consider it to be underrated. Brad Pitt as Gerry Lane is as gorgeous as ever to watch, and he's really awesome. I also love Sigyn, and despite her not having much to do in the movie, I really love Mireille Enos as Karen Lane. I found her character to be very good, and I found her to be a very strong woman, especially in this post-apocalyptic world. This type of world is one I don't want to live in, because people lose their humanity and there's just nothing left of humankind, and how we are losing ourselves. We lose our humanity and our will to survive, and we are no different from the undead because we are dead inside. I could be reading too much into Marc Forster's World War Z, but these kind of stories actually get me thinking about a lot of things besides the whole zombie killing and the action and having to find a cure and what is the origin behind the infection itself, all that kind of stuff. I forgot to mention to you guys and gals that the zombies in this movie, they don't attack you and bite you and eat you. Rather, these kind of zombies just infect you and then they move on to another victim. They bite them, infect them. So these zombies are more about infecting people rather than satisfying their hunger. These small details is something I really do appreciate in these kind of movies. And this is the kind of film that will definitely get mixed reviews or negative reviews, but honestly, I love it so much and I really can't help but recommend this movie to you guys and gals. It's something I really think you will enjoy. If you're not a zombie fan, I can understand that perfectly, and to each our own, but I do recommend you check out World War Z if you're interested. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed my review on Marc Forster's World War Z. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe if you wish, and do check out my gaming channel where I do Let's Play series, gaming content, all that kind of good stuff. Until next time, peace out, take care, adios, amigos, au revoir, and sayonara.